What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Gran Turismo 6, another hill climb car build. My vehicle today is the Cadillac CTS-V Coupe. Now, I saw this car, to be honest, I've never driven this car in any game. So I thought, you know what, why don't I check this car out? It looks fairly interesting, fairly powerful, American muscle. I don't know if I'd call it a muscle car. It's kind of an American, I don't really know. It's an American car anyway, and it's got quite a bit of power from standard. Now, its PP is 642, so we are a little bit down on some cars. I mean, we've got more PP than the LFA, but we've got less than all the other cars that have gone. Power, 891 brake horsepower, which means, once again, not the most powerful thing. However, it's not too bad. Out of the 5 cars we've had, including this one so far, it's the 3rd most powerful, so it ain't too bad. However, the weight is the thing that probably isn't the best. 1,440 kilograms, which is quite a lot of weight to be hauling around this Goodwood Hillclimb. So yeah, the weight, quite a lot of weight, quite a bit more than any of the cars we've had so far. Power to weight ratio 1.61, which actually gives it the exact same power to weight ratio as the Lexus LFA that we had at last time. So that's, you know, Lexus LFA did okay. It was quite a bit down on power and PP compared to a lot of cars, but the LFA actually did really good, all things considered. And yeah, front engine rear wheel drive, as you'd probably expect. And yeah, it was a fairly decent car. The weight was definitely noticeable as I bounced off some of the walls. A little bit of bouncing off walls with this one, which wasn't great, but hey, that's what happened. The weight was a little bit bad. You could tell kind of it didn't quite get turned. I mean, it's not necessarily that it didn't quite get turned, it felt heavy. It felt like a heavy car to drive, and that was kind of one of the biggest letdowns with this car. It's got pretty decent power. I mean, we're nowhere near the SRT Viper's 1,125. Then there's the Aventador with 956, and then this with 891. We got more power than the XKRS with 817, and quite a lot more than the LFA with 756. But yeah, even though it had decent power, the weight was quite problematic, I suppose. And it did feel like quite a heavy car. It felt like you were kind of, I don't know how to say it really. It turned corners and stuff really well, but it did feel a little bit sluggish with that weight. However, it wasn't terrible. Putting the power down was okay. This is the final run. I do get a little wiggle on this final run towards the end. I don't know why. It really wiggled all over the place when putting the power down, which wasn't great. However, I managed to keep it on. You know, kept the power down, and it wasn't too bad at all. So we go on to the time, and yes, the Cadillac does go into last place. It does a 44.850, so it's a little bit down on the other cars, you know, just a bit down, 0.7 of a second or so down on the XKRS. But yeah, it's the weight that mainly kind of makes this car not great. However, it definitely isn't a terrible car by any means. Now next, it was up to the top speed run to see how fast this thing could go in a straight line. Now I didn't really know what to expect with this. Although it's got almost 900 horsepower, it's not the most aerodynamic of shapes. I will be honest, it's kind of a bit of a box, if I might say so. I mean, I don't mind this car; it looks pretty nice, but it is kind of just a box, not really that aerodynamical. Aerodynamical. Is that a word? I don't even know. So yeah, I wasn't expecting too much out of this. I was thinking it would probably maybe be able to beat the Jaguar XKRS, which did 208 miles an hour. It's the slowest car on the list so far. Next up from that is the LFA with 242 miles an hour. I was not expecting it to be the LFA, and it didn't. But yeah, I think the power is definitely there for good speed, but the weight's not too big of a factor for speed. I don't think, maybe a little bit, but it's mainly the kind of shape of the car that does it. It only got 209 miles an hour, so it does beat the Jaguar XKRS by 1 mile an hour. We are quite a bit down on the LFA, the Viper, and the mighty Aventador that did 253. Yeah, we are quite a bit down on that. However, hey, it was in last place for the lap, or the run. It's not in last place for the speed, so I guess at least that is something. But anyway, that is going to do it for this video, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please go ahead, like and subscribe. Comment what other cars you'd like to see on the Hillclimb Car Build series, and I'll see you guys in the next video.